Fawcett. I'm from Zanesville, Ohio. I play opposite, and I went to Penn State.
Okay, some quick set questions. Who's the funniest player on the team?
Gosh, Courtney Thompson.
What's your favorite drill?
Playing 6-on-6.
What's been the favorite place to play volleyball?
I think Brazil.
What's been your favorite volleyball road trip that you've taken?
As oddly as it sounds, going to Juarez last year with the group that we had.
And that was
That was the Pan Am Cup, sorry. Yes.
What's a personal item that you have to take on any road trip that
My Kindle. I have to have that. If I don't have that, we're in a panic.
Okay. If not for volleyball, what sport would you be playing?
I think softball. That was my other love that I had.
Speaking of love, when did you start playing volleyball, and describe that experience?
Both my parents played, so I kind of grew up being that gym rat kid. So, I mean, an actual team that I was on, I was probably about 9 years old. It was when my first played club.
For kids maybe starting out at age 9, what kind of words of wisdom that you would give them based on your experiences and where you're at right now?
I think the biggest thing is just to have fun and enjoy the learning process, because it's not a thing. Volleyball's not a sport that you're going to just be able to perfect. We're still perfecting that, and there's so many things to learn, and I think you just got to enjoy it in the moment, because then that makes that learning process easier and oftentimes faster.
What factors caused you to fall in love with volleyball?
It was kind of a family thing. That was the one thing that we had with our family that kind of connected us, and we all enjoyed together, so it kind of grew off of that, my parents' love for it.
Describe a key turning point, something that happened in a season or a coach's advice that got you to the next level.
I think the first big turning point was in college. Russ Rose, after my freshman year, he kind of was like, if you listen to me, then I'll make you great. You're good now, but there's so much more that you can do, and I really invested my belief in him, and I really think that he helped me to get to another level that kind of opened up the world for me.
You were in Korea this past year. You gained some international notoriety. You broke the record for most points in a single match. What was that experience like overseas?
It's interesting. I think I've been to multiple countries, and each country runs their systems very differently. And Korea is a country that really relies on their foreigners a lot to score points. So it was different to be in that kind of role where it didn't matter where it was on the court, that I was supposed to go up and hit it. But I really liked it. I liked the culture. I liked the position that it put me in, because it was a very difficult spot, but I think it was a necessary growing pains.
What's it like training here in Anaheim, the home of the USA men's and women's national teams?
You can't replace the feelings or just get the feelings on guessing what it is. When you walk into this gym and you have USA on your back or over your heart, it gives you goosebumps, because you're representing something so much bigger than yourself and what you ever thought you would be. And a lot of people, you have an effect on so many people. As you know, I always looked up to the people that were on these teams, and I know that that's the same right now. But it's more than that. You represent your country, and that's something that I can help to give back on.
Okay. What do you see as a personal goal for yourself this upcoming season?
I think the biggest thing for me is just to try to be the best that I can be in all areas, and a lot of that is a mental aspect, because physically I think that everyone's very good at this level, but what sets people apart is the mental part of it, and so that's what I'm constantly working on.
Okay. And we have this new event called the USA Volleyball Cup coming to Southern California, playing against number 3 Japan. What's that experience going to be like for you to come and play in your backyard?
It's fantastic, because I think a lot of young girls don't understand what the international level is and what it's like to be playing against top teams and to see top teams play, because you're not exposed to that. And many other countries are. A lot of their younger girls see the international, they have professional leagues, and we don't have that. So I think to be able to have that is really going to open the eyes to a lot of younger girls, and hopefully give them something more to push for.
Okay. Maybe one last question. We just had the USA Volleyball Open National Championships, where the Premier Volleyball League is in its second season. What do you see as maybe possibly the benefits of having a professional league here in the United States?
I mean, like I said before, it's you open and you expose the international level to a lot of younger generations, and it sets goals for people and allows people to strive and see what it's like to be a professional athlete and what goes into being a professional athlete. And I think a lot of people don't realize the work and the time that that does go into. So I think it's going to be good to have a lot of people to have like aspirations to move on and see that there's more than just college volleyball.